That's what I'm talking about. It's a family show. Okay, actually, you know what? It's not a family show. All joking aside, round of applause for Jim and Mike right here. Come on. The Ringbrothers. Mike, I'm going to go to you. You got the mic in your hand because it's you, the Ringbrothers, but you have some other brethren that really help your company progress. You guys always innovate. You know, taking something as iconic as this vehicle, we'll get to it in a moment, but talk a little bit about this build and who else was part of it.
We're lucky enough to be called the Ringbrothers, but it's definitely not Jim and I. We've got a great team from Ryan and Hunter and everybody back at the shop. It would take too long to name them all. We've got about close to 30 people now, and they're all great people. And Steve Pearson, I don't know, he's around here. He did the interior. He does a lot of our interiors in our cars, and we really want to thank him. And of course, we want to thank George for the opportunity to build this thing. So thank you, George. Right there.
Who is he?
You tell me.
He's the owner of the car, baby. Jim, yeah, no, I'm not bailing you out. George's the owner of the car. He doesn't want to be recognized, but we gotta show him up because he's gonna own a piece of history, man. But Jim, talk about it, man. Like, what's going on here? How special is this car in the Ringbrothers lineup? I mean, again, you guys are constantly innovating.
You know, we've been blessed to meet some really great people that have passion for the hobby like we do. It's always fun to do something different. This car is definitely different. Somehow it got pink eye over the build, and the car's sickened now, so I guess we'll show it to you.
Without further ado, the car, it's got pink eye. It's infected. You know what, pink eye? It might be the shit. That's how you get pink eye sometimes, because it might be the shit. And we'll talk more about it. Without further ado, you guys want to do this? You guys want to see this car? Yeah! Are you ready to see a vehicle deemed infected? Yeah. It is a 1970 Barracuda customized by Ringbrothers, 800 plus horsepower. Make some noise for Infected, built by Ringbrothers out of Wisconsin. What a crazy homage. You're looking at this. I mean, it looks like a modern vehicle, but has the old school lines. I mean, you guys really gussied it up. And again, we call it Infected, or you call it Infected, and why is that?
Well, actually, the Jim came up with the name. We really wanted to paint it pink. We had to convince George. Lucky he let us do it. And then when we built it, it had a red eye in it, and Jim said we should called it pink eye as far as the motor. So that's kind of where the pink eye, and then of course you're infected if you've got pink eye. So that's where it all came. And,
nice.
There's a lot done to this car, even though it looks pretty stock.
Yeah, and I think that's what you guys are really good at, is hiding the secrets as far as, you know, the platform, and it's stretched. Like, if anybody knows the Cuda, and like I said, owning one in itself, but you guys stretched it 1.5 inches, the arches, it's subtle, it's refined, but obviously this is pull me over pink. I mean, I don't know, George, I don't know where you're driving at, but I wouldn't do anything illegal, brother. And maybe it's this lady said, you know what, I think it'll be dope. I mean, going inside, that's where the creature comforts are. That's where, you know, I thought that things were really subtle. The gauges, the buttons, I mean, the shifter, everything is really refined. That's what I love about your guys' build.
Yeah, I think we really tried to pay homage to what the cars were. I mean, there's a lot of times we change dashes and do a lot of things, but these Cudas are pretty iconic, and you really don't want to mess with what's right in a car. And there's a lot right with these cars.
And let's talk about the wheels, because these are one-off. So here's like a Krager kind of looking wheel. You see the inspiration, but then just with the gloss hoops and then with the matte, again, you could have put chrome on it, but I like the subdued look of the wheel.
Yeah, HRE does a great job. We've been partners with them guys a long time, and they always seem to, you know, knock it out of the park with their wheels.
Power plant wise, is this just, I mean, I say just, but is it a Redeye crate engine? Is that kind of a hat tip? Thank you to Dodge and Mopar or no car. I mean, I know you guys work with all manufacturers and all makes, but as far as the Redeye, did you kind of build the car around that? Did George hand you this vehicle, or I want a Cuda, just Ringbrothers badass?
Yeah, that's basically how it was. He wanted a Cuda. That is just a stock crate motor Redeye Hemi. The chassis in this thing basically has a C6 Corvette, so the transmission and transaxles in the rear, which is all independent. Hence the reason there's not a back seat in it anymore. So hopefully George doesn't have too many children.
5,300 hours into this thing. Is that I was looking at kind of stats.
I think you'd have to ask George or my wife. They're probably the only ones that know that answer.
How long has this been under construction, George? How long has this been under construction? Too long?
Yep.
Well, I mean, it's ready to roll. Is he ready to do a burnout? You guys want to hear this thing fire up? I'm joking. We can't. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Well, that's where the party is. Even the steering wheel, this is, again, what's really cool about it is this helps you develop parts, because Ringbrothers, as a customizer, you're also giving back to the car culture. This is a beautiful car. It will be one owner's vehicle, but then giving back to anybody that is a Dodge, Mopar, or Cuda fan. What are some of the parts that are Ringbrothers parts on here?
Well, it's got a lot of them. Our hinges, our shifters, our steering wheel, door handles. There's pretty much, trunk hinges. There's pretty much hood. It goes on.
Like I said, I mean, even the steering wheel, $3,000 for steering wheel, carbon fiber, just all these little touches. George, you want to touch this thing, dog? Get up there, brother. Yeah, it's his first time seeing it. Round of applause. Sit in there, baby. You know, right before we hit play, you look good in that, man. Yeah. You match the interior, brother. Looking good. Hey, look at the details on the seats too. I mean, just as far as the knobs go, all the CNC. I mean, walk around. So, I mean, thank you guys so much, Ringbrothers, for what you do for not only your customers, but for the industry. Another round of applause for Ringbrothers Infected Pink Eye, because I would agree, it's the shit. And I told you all would get sick. This is amazing. It's such a great car. Congratulations, Mike, Jim, and of course, George and the team. What a cool car. You guys, pop the trunk. You could see just the fit and the finish. Just all of that. Anything else you want to add, Mike? I mean, again, slide on over here. Again, custom, giving back. And you guys are busy men. You guys got a great crew. Everything you build is just top tier. I mean, white glove, man.
Yeah, I just want to thank again all the guys that we have at the shop and girls. And like I said, we're lucky enough to be called the Ringbrothers, but they make us who we are.
Ring Familia, man. Again, circle of trust. I'll take you down to Chinatown, baby. Because again, you guys are busy. Group of guys and gals, like you said, and based in Wisconsin. Excited to see what you guys have coming up next. I know there's some more reveals just down the way at Gentech. So SEMA Show 2024. Congratulations to you and your whole team. Anything else you want to add?
No, I'd like to thank George for allowing us to build this for him, and thank everybody for being here.
Beautiful. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Another round of applause. Ringbrothers Infected. This Cuda now will live on for infamy. Thank you so much for joining us again. Gentex, what's 3 o'clock? We'll be down there? 1 o'clock. Thank you so much. 1 o'clock. Got some more cars being debuted here. Again, thank you so much to the whole Ringbrothers familia. This is Infected.
That's why I sent you guys an email. Like, but it's we've 20-some people. Got guys that are sourcing on the other side. Yeah. It's cool to see how everything's coming together.